Hey guys, welcome back to Latination. We're talking today about happy accidents that have come from unexpected turns in life. And TV personality Viviana Vigil is a prime example of someone who's embraced the unexpected turns in her life and benefited as a result of her openness. After carefully mapping her way to follow her calling as a social worker, Viviana discovered that she had a knack for TV. Luckily, her calling and her talent were not mutually exclusive, and Viviana was able to find a balance between becoming one of the wittiest Latina personalities on TV and being an advocate for children.
Represent is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Kicking things off is Viviana. Here's Viviana. Welcome to LA TV Live.
For Emmy-nominated TV host Viviana Vigil, something exciting is always happening in front of the cameras, but what really drives her is what's happening behind the scenes.
I continue to give back and volunteer for CASA, which is a national organization, and we work with children who are in the foster care system. And so we're given a case, we write reports for the court, and we make sure that that child's voice is heard, that that child's needs are being met. I enjoy it immensely. It's the most rewarding thing that you can ever do to do volunteer work. You know, a lot of times children see things, experience things that children should never see or experience, and they need somebody to speak for them and to make sure that they are in a safe place.
Unlike her colleagues who had years of training to get in front of the camera, Viviana found that she had a natural talent, and it wouldn't be long before the right people caught on to that too.
A lot of people wonder, well, if you were a social worker, how in the heck did you end up being a TV host? Right out of college, I got a job with LA County as a children's social worker, which means I worked as a conduit, really helping to reunify families, in some cases removing children from dangerous situations and finding them safer homes. My younger sister was a really big fan of a local show at the time. It was LA TV Live, and they were having a contest, and they said, hey, come on down. If you win the contest, you get to host the show for an hour. I made it to the top 3 of the contest, and then I lost. But the executive producer at the time, he pulled me aside and he said, we're going to do this promo. Can you come in?
We have an incredible show for you today. We have special guest Eugenio Derbez coming by, interview with Kate del Castillo, and one of my favorite topics of all time, sexo.
I ended up staying there for 8 years, hosting various shows, meeting all kinds of Latin celebrities, all while I was still a social worker, because it was only once or twice a week that I would work for LA TV.
For someone like Viviana, success is measured by how far her talent can reach beyond the lights and cameras.
And I think that part of the keys to having success in life is to keep balance. And for me, social work really gave me that balance. I worked as a conduit, really helping to reunify families, in some cases removing children from dangerous situations and finding them safer homes. They need the luxury, and that I think every child should have, of having a childhood, of having the luxury of being a brat if they want to be a brat and not fear anything in their life. I really don't think any child should live in fear, and they really thrive with safety.
But make no mistake about it, although Viviana feels confident as a role model, she appreciates that her own aspirations continue to be a work in progress.
TV's fun and it's glamorous and the lights and the makeup and the hair, but it's all an illusion. And yet I know that in the future there's something bigger and better for me that I don't even know, I can't even comprehend at this point, but it's exciting and it's overwhelming.